back at the Nike store. Ooh, jeez. There's 30% off anything clearance today. I also have my birthday month coupon, which is 20% off my entire order. So hopefully we can find a few finds that might be worth it today. I mean, quite honestly, they haven't rotated out anything. I mean, there's not too much here that we haven't seen already, and the discounts aren't that great. I mean, we got some cool stuff. Some Air Max. I want to pick up a pair of these. They're only going to be $25 after discount. Got 100 pairs of these. Anything else to highlight? But when you see this where you have like 15 of the same shoe, you know they're breaks. Got some Jordan 35s here. We got about 1,000 pairs of these Reacts. Anything else of note? Nothing of huge note. I almost thought I had a huge find right here. These were $275 minus 30% minus 20%, which brings them down to about $150 overall. Definitely looking at them a little further. They look pretty worn. Those will never sell as new without box. So they're selling for about $250, $260 online. Shoe wise, here's what I picked up. I picked up some Jordan Why Not 01. They were $35 after everything, after my discounts. They're gonna be about $18. I mean, for Jordans for $18 can't be too bad. These Blazer mids, they're gonna come out to about $60. I just sold a pair of size 10 on OfferUp for $125. So there's a little bit of room for money right there. I should be able to sell those pretty quick. These one here, these Jordan Max 200s, 54. Minus 30%, minus 20%. They're gonna come out to about $30 for these. They sell for in the $80 range. So those are pretty solid. Last but not least, these are gonna come out to $18 to $20 as well after discounts. Trying to set up one to keep them for myself. I've sold a couple pairs of these already. And I wanna find a different one. This has a little bit of wear to it. But nothing too crazy, so I'm not super impressed by the restocking they've done lately, but there is a little bit of room for money to be made. So something terrible just happened. I got to the register to go check out. I had 5 different pairs of shoes. I added a pair of Air Max that I found down in the women's section, and it turned out the 30% off was only for apparel and not clothing. And so it just made nothing worth it. So I threw all 5 pairs of shoes back in the wild. So a lot of wasted time on my end. Make sure you read the signs if you go to a store. All right, we have made it to stop number 2, which is the Salvation Army in downtown Detroit. I haven't been to this one in probably a couple years just because I don't live in downtown anymore. However, the parking lot is completely full. Couldn't even find a parking spot, so I had to park on the street. So it might have a little bit of competition in there today. I did find a pair of 2002 Air Force One Midnight colorway. They were $20. Didn't see any comps on eBay, so I'm gonna leave them here. I don't think we're gonna have a very good day today. I come up to a shoe like this, it's completely bald on the bottom. And they're wanting $25 for it, so I have a feeling we're gonna strike out. I didn't want to bore you with the clothes. I only picked out 2 things. Everything was pretty overpriced, but I did find an Under Armour polo, $3. Those go for 15, 20 bucks, nothing exciting. I did find another pair of pants. I've never heard of this brand before. So I decided to look it up. You tell me if you've heard of these guys. I looked up the jeans and they sell for about 50 bucks. Couldn't find any of this exact pair. They're $6, so I'm gonna try it out, see if I can learn a new brand today. I always gotta look at brands I've never heard of, because you might find something that might be interesting to sell. I spent entirely too long in that thrift store and only spent about $25 total. I got myself about 5 items. I'll show everything at the end of this video, but the 2 items that I was most excited about, I got a couple Disney items. One was a vintage Disney It's a Small World box, which I'll show you guys some comps on, and a Disney baby mobile that spins. And people love Disney products, especially not your generic Disney products, a little bit more specialty, and both these were more specialty. So from my $25 purchase, I have a couple items that are worth probably $60, $70, and $40 to $50. So it's gonna be a really good return on that trip. All right, we're going into our next thrift store. It's 50% off day here, so I imagine it's gonna be a little bit crowded. Absolutely insane in here, super crowded, very disorganized. Haven't found anything worth anything so far. Everything's jacked up in price, even though it is half price day. So we're gonna see what we can find in this. Ugh. My favorite aisle in the store. Let's take a look at what we got. So this is a pretty good find right here. If you ever find these hiking backpacks that carry babies, this is a tough traveler right here. This is what you'd call a bolo. This one's gonna be $7 here at the thrift store. They sell for about 60 to 80 shipped. This is my crate. That is how far away from the register I am. Stood in line for probably what was 45 minutes to get checked out there. So a little bit unorganized today, as I originally said in the video, but we did find some pretty good finds. We got a travel backpack, some vintage clothing in there, stuff that's gonna sell for decent money. So not a bad chance overall to hang out at the store, but wish it just didn't take so long. All right, we'll check out the family store, Salvation Army, see what we got going on here. Came across these Reebok Pump Hex Ride shoes. Can't find a match to it, and they don't have a price on it. Not sure how much they're worth. Found some Rocher shoes. Size 8.5. They are pretty worn on the bottom, and they do want $12.99. And then they want $20 for these Paul George. These are not going to resell. So I only ended up getting one thing from that thrift store right there. I went through the shoes, I went through the jerseys, went through a lot of the clothes. But I did find this Bass wine holder for $5. I'm going to bring it up to my father-in-law's cabin. It will kind of fit the theme. So not too much on the resale, more of a personal item. So that was kind of a strikeout, and the store was closing, so I didn't have a lot of time to go check out everything. So I know I promised showing you all the items at the end. Unfortunately, several of the items sold really quick, and I got them out the next day. So don't have a lot to show from it, so made a little bit of profit from this trip. A lot of really lowball items in the $8 to $10 profit range, so nothing too exciting really to show. I need to get myself a GoPro harness so I can show some better footage coming up. I want to be able to show a little bit better clips. I know it's very sporadic, this video, but at least want to show where I was going. But did you like anything that I find? I don't know, I didn't show too much. Did I miss anything that I should have picked up from the minimal clips that I did have? Let me know down below in the comments. Hopefully get some more stuff up here soon. Trying to go a lot more thrifting in this January, February months. Gets myself stocked up with a lot of products, and been watching a lot of YouTube videos in the past little bit to learn about some Bolo products that I should be picking up as well. So there should be some more content coming. Appreciate you guys checking everything out. You guys have a great one.